Hi, Judy.
Hello, Olaf.
It's about a month ahead, and you and I will be doing a training in London, which we are excited about, and it's clean language for agile coaches. What's that?
Well, probably people watching this will know what clean language is and know what agile is, but just in case they don't, clean
What kind
language.
of no is that no?
um,
When they know what clean language is.
Probably they'll have looked it up on Google and they'll have found a page that says that clean language is a way of asking questions, listening to the answers that gets below the surface, finds out what people really mean by what they say.
Find out what people really mean below the surface. Awesome.
That they'll have got at least that much information about clean language, but most probably they're people who've met you or me or one of the other enthusiasts for clean language at an unconference or an agile event somewhere out there.
Yeah.
Our mutual friend Irena was saying she was doing a clean language session in German at an unconference just yesterday. Andrea
Awesome.
Chow has been talking about clean language at agile events all over the world.
Yeah, she infected me.
My friend June Kim over in South Korea was the person who infected her. There's something about clean language which excites people who are working with agile. And ever since I saw that pattern happening, it's been happening for the last 3 years or so, I've been trying to work out what it is that's the connection between clean language and agile coaches. And I think it has to do with getting below the surface. It's going beyond the superficial and getting into something much meatier. And clean language provides a straightforward toolkit to do that.
Yes.
One of the great things about agile is it does say, right, do this, do this, do this. But that isn't all of it. You need more, and clean language gives you a lot of that more.
Yeah, to be more precise, I think it helps with two things. It helps with forming relationships, because do this is sometimes quite challenging. It requires courage. It requires going against your own and the organization's and other people's habits. And clean language helps us form connections that give us the strength to actually do that. That strength of connection can replace the strength and safety of the structure the organization had, and that we need to replace with something else so that we still feel safe.
Mm-hmm. And the strength of those connections, that strength is strength like what?
It's strength that is safe but more flexible. So strength rather like a safety net.
Mm-hmm.
Strength like a rigid structure
mm-hmm.
that limits my ability to see things, to do things. Mm-hmm. This is more like ropes connecting people who climb a mountain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so ropes connecting people who climb a mountain like a safety net, that kind of strength of connection.
Yes. And the other thing is that as a coach, as an agile coach, you always have this struggle between coming with an agenda, coming as the expert, coming with knowing how the organization should be instead of the way it currently is. That's how most of us start out, and that's not a good coaching stance.
Mm-hmm.
That's judgmental. It doesn't fully respect the reality of the organization that has been successful enough to be able to pay us.
Mm-hmm.
Clean language actually demonstrates to me in every single conversation how the client, each and every person I talk to, could be the boss or a worker or a programmer or another coach, anyone, how they actually know their reality and know possibilities, know options. That this coaching mantra that sounds so easy, but it's hard to embody, that the client owns all the resources they need to address everything they want to address and to reach everything they want to reach with clean language, you actually learn to see that. So it becomes part of you that you actually really embody it, and that makes you so much more effective as an agile coach.
So you see it, you embody it, and clean language demonstrates that people actually know.
Yeah.
Is there anything else about that demonstrates?
Demonstrates. It's like going through the experience, and when you have the experience and reflect on it, and that's something that clean language encourages you to do, because you're having the conversation not about the problem, but about the words. You're paying attention on another level. You're listening in a different way that opens up part of your mind to actually pay attention to your learning and give that a space as well. So you're less focusing on their problems and more on their awareness, their consciousness, their learning. And you are very respectful, because in the beginning, clean language kind of forces you to be respectful, and that respect becomes a habit, and it becomes a belief, and it becomes a stance.
So when clean language does all that, and we're doing a 2-day workshop about clean language for agile coaches, what kind of people would find this most useful, do you think?
Anybody who's working with human organizations, and anybody who wants a specific kind of improvement in human organizations. The kind of improvements where people are liberated, the kind of improvement where the business becomes more agile, more flexible, more able to deal with the economic and market uncertainties of today, more tapping into everybody's potential, everybody's resources, all the creativity and diversity that our people have in our organizations. So anybody who's working on that, you could be a Scrum Master, you could be an Agile coach, you could be an organizational development consultant or coach, you could be a manager, a leader, an owner of such an organization. You will benefit from some knowledge of Agile terminology, but you will not be required to be an Agile expert or to be an expert coach. Clean language might be the tool that actually moves you from knowing a little bit about coaching to actually being a coach.
And that seems like an exciting prospect to me.
Yes, absolutely.
People who might be stuck in the do this, do this, do this. Right, this is going to take them to the next stage.
And we're excited enough to carve out these 10 minutes from our calendar while I'm at an airport in Amsterdam. Like, the circumstances for this video are not perfect, but we hope you still love it and you join us.
So, fingers crossed. If you're interested, there'll be a link somewhere near this video. Click it, join us.